So, 3 years ago, we made the big decision to move abroad. And one of the most frequent questions I get asked is, how did your English improve so much? How did you become fluent? Actually, it's not that I became fluent. My level didn't change. I was already C2 when I moved here. It's just that when you live in an English-speaking country, it forces you to use English. You don't have the luxury of switching to your native language whenever you want to. So you learn to communicate in English, but you don't necessarily become fluent. That's just a myth. Fluency doesn't really exist. There are people who speak English better than me, despite having a C1 or C2 certificate. That's because they've lived in an English-speaking country for many years. Me, I just do my best to keep the level I'm at. But if you're trying to improve your English from A2 to B1, from B1 to B2, from B2 to C1, or C1 to C2, then moving abroad might be a good option for you. I'm currently at C1 in French, and I'd like to reach C2. So, should I move to France? The answer is no. It's not necessary. You can reach your desired level without moving abroad. In this video, I'll share with you what I learned about levels, exams, and the experience of living in an English-speaking country. This video is for intermediate learners, so around A2, B1 level. If you're below A2, then I recommend you watch this video first. So why did we decide to move abroad? For several reasons. My husband wanted to experience life in another culture. He also wanted to improve his English, which was around A2 at the time. And finally, he had a job opportunity. As for me, I wanted to put my level to the test and see how I would manage. I worked for an international company at the time, and all our meetings were in English. I could totally do my job in English. I didn't feel I needed to improve my skills, but I thought it would be a great experience. Plus, I love meeting new people and immersing myself in a new culture. When you move to an English-speaking country, you'll probably start with a general course at a language school. You'll learn some basic grammar rules, expand your vocabulary, maybe take part in some conversation classes. You'll be surrounded by people who are learning English just like you. And it's a nice way to start. But there's a problem. When you finish the course, you'll feel discouraged because your level won't have improved much. You'll still be making mistakes, and people will still correct you. At that point, you'll start to think that you're not gifted, that you're not a natural, that you'll never be able to speak English well. Don't. It's normal. Just because you live in an English-speaking country doesn't mean you'll automatically speak English well. It just means that you'll be forced to communicate in English. You'll have to use whatever skills you have. And in the process, your level will gradually improve. But you have to give it time. If you're serious about learning English, I strongly recommend that you take a placement test when you arrive. That way, you'll know what your level is. Then, after 6 months or a year, take the same test again. You'll be surprised at how much you've progressed. The biggest mistake I see beginners make is that they focus too much on grammar rules. They want to learn as many irregular verbs as possible, as many phrasal verbs, as many idioms. They think that if they know all the rules, they'll be able to speak English well. It's wrong. The most important thing is to communicate. If you want to learn English fast, start speaking English fast. Make mistakes. Be relaxed, and above all, enjoy the experience. And remember, progress isn't always linear. You might feel discouraged at times, and that's okay. Just keep going and be patient. And if you need help, reach out to your local community. There are many ways to improve your English and have fun at the same time. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.